Kick off for around 11:30. That sounds a little bit better. That's because I'm on headset 3. There we go. All right, hopefully the audio's back. That sounds a bit better. All right, if we're only coming through for the first time this morning, which I think we are, welcome to Club Sunbury. It's the Under-18 State Championships for 2025. I'm Sam Rogers, and you're not, Events and Competitions Coordinator at Bulls-Vic. And this is end 1 of 15, the Open Triples final for 2025. Addy Ryan leading alongside Harry Coleman. You see there 2 pretty fair shots on the opening end. Jacob Cartwright is their skip, and they're up against the team of Sam Nemeth, Brock Keenan, and Bailey Randall skipping. So, got a strong Deer Park contingent in this one. As we said, opening end. Bailey Randall faces what looks like to be 1, potentially 2 down. As we mentioned, you can see in the background there's a few other games going on. They're the under-13 singles. It's the second time we've ran this event as part of the Under-18 State Championships. They're up to the quarter-final stages, so 4 games going on. And a fair crowd here. Of course, last week of school holidays here in Vic. Jacob Cartwright has a nice shot on here on the forehand, needs to navigate this. And that's Brock Keenan's bowl, needs to be on the inside of it, plays it good, all the way down to the jack as well. Makes sure of 2. They're more interested here. He's made the correction, but just overplayed it as Bailey Randall, so chance here early. And Jacob Cartwright's at a 3rd. If he can get a roll out of the orange, he might go close to making 4. Jeez, he's played a few good ones here on the opening end. That'll be in for another hot start for Team Cartwright. We'll take 2 and have a look at the 3rd and potentially a 4th here. Just the 3, they'll take that either way. Just getting the scoreboard fixed up. They just haven't missed anything. It's only the opening end. This Open Triples final, of course, those who tuned in last year will recall that Sammy Nemeth was in the final. Streaming across Facebook and YouTube this morning as always. Make sure to jump on in and tell us where you're tuning in from. There's a fair crowd in store early on. Maddie Ryan on the mat here. Is doing her best Kelly McGarrett impression from State Champs Week. She's playing in, well, all three formats. So she's in the Open Triples final, playing the mixed later on this morning, and then will be in the girls singles semi-final, playing against Marley Malcolm later on this afternoon, that one after lunch. Potentially, if she wins that, could win 3 events and was very close to being in all 4. Mayor's knocked out late yesterday in the girls pairs semi-final, which is also coming up. All the finals in all the events are on today, so if you're in the area looking for something to do, get on down. There's some fair talent on display amongst this year's under-18s, as well as the under-13s, who we mentioned. Hey, with good weight on the opening bowl here. Two pretty handy openers. Sammy Nemeth, as we said, from the Bendigo Bowls Club. Been told to give the bit of the Royal Steamers. It's been a bit of a thing after the Vic Open, and here again, seen the hashtag floating around on social media. Quite a few Bendigo and Moama teammates teaming up in some of these team events. Going pretty well. So is this man on screen, Harry Coleman. He's in the mixed pairs final, teaming up with Addie later on this morning, up against Mayorese and Kobe Cromie. If you haven't tuned in to watch or play under the dome here at Club Sunbury, it is pretty kind, but still have to give them a chance. You can see this one here really getting sort of down late. It's got good turn either side. Oh, Keenan nails one. Holding one. Harry looking to follow this down on the backhand. See that just rip away. Do you have to give them a chance? We'll see. We haven't really seen any weighted shots played yet. I'm sure we will throughout the day. They do tend to hold the line like on any surface. Very tricky to play. So we'll see sort of more dead draw shots. Pretty much everyone on this rig this morning has capable of a full-blooded drive. Pretty handy from Keenan, just getting a little roll out of his own bowl, turns it onto the jack. It maybe shapes it a little bit more for Jacob. They got Harry's all the way past if he wants to play a little more. Team Randall holding, firmed by our paddler Neil Coker this morning. It's just one. Big shout out to the big team of volunteers who are here assisting marking and paddling games across finals day, and as well from all the singles games that were played over the last weekend. Now they are interested in this. He played a fair few openers on N1. He's very close here to sitting this bowl out. Oh, he wanted it clean. He splashes the jack down the line, and it's a measure between about 4 bowls, I think, there. Try and get some indication. Been popped into a tricky little spot. Oh, my Bailey Randall will be looking, I think, just to draw it on the back end. There's a nice port there. Just under Sammy Nemeth's lead bowls. That's the way he's shaping up. Should be easy enough for us to follow. Brock with the orange, are they potentially GTRs? Not quite sure. And Bailey and Sammy both using the red and blue XGs. Gets a little bit unlucky. That's a turnover at Addie Ryan's bowl, so they're definitely the one down. Given it a chance again. Doesn't want to slice the jack. Oh, it's a good attempt. He gets the jack moving around the other corner there. Yeah, good. Bailey Randall, just the one down. Positive draw on the back end here. Cameraman Brad fixing a few things, so I have to stick with the 45. He's giving it some hope. Stop. Just overplays it. No change. And Team Cartwright pick up the opening two ends of this Open Triples final for 2025 here at the fabulous Club Sunbury. Supporter of a lot of our junior events. Of course, we hold the Doug Kneebone tournament around September time here during the year. We'll have the under-18 Tri-Series coming up later over the winter time as well, between Victoria, New South Wales and Queensland under-18 squads. Point to all those tuning in across Facebook. Joshy Cartwright's tuning in to see the little brother this morning. President's in the chat. Out of NEMETH. Yeah, it might be a slow work day for some of those tuning in. Thank you, Mark Coleman. That's the most you've done this week. There's brought us who's on the top and the bottom of the scoreboards in the under-13 singles, and they've kicked off a little earlier than us. We'll go quicker around the grounds. Next door, Rink 5, Tom Baldwin is 12-1 up against Ollie McKines from Kyabram. Ash Busby, a local here from Club Sunbury, is playing against Charlie Anderton from Ballarat North as well. So Ballarat with a couple under-13s playing this morning. Ash leading that one 12 shots to 6. Calla Jackson from Kyab leading Herbie Clark from Ocean Grove 6-4. And on Rink 2, Landon Randell is leading 5-3. Those games are 21 up for a spot in the semi-finals in the under-13 singles. We didn't tell the leads to advise them not to roll the jack in the sun where we can't really see it with the yellow heads-light jacks, but that's all right. We'll be able to pick it up. Room here for either of the seconds to jump on. Harry Coleman's given it a pretty good chance here. Just needs to hang around. See, I think it looks like all four hands really turning late. See, that's the track. Well, Keenan, not sure he's run it out in time for shot. There's still room. All right, you can pick up the call here from Josh Cartwright. Said that time a few times this week. Jacob, of course, skipping. He's got Harry to change over here to the backhand. Probably looked like from the mat that the orange is potentially in the way. Well, there's a cheeky way of drawing a second shot. Manages to navigate the front and then hold on in time to pass the orange for 2. And that probably is in the way, so he's going to have to change over and throw the last one down. It is underneath. We saw Harry's hold a fair way. Yeah, it's a couple rolls out of his own, and he might have done enough to manufacture a shot with that. Try and get some indication. I think it's pretty up and down. Morning to Mickey West tuning in through YouTube. Support for Herbie Clark in the under-13 singles. There's a few here watching as well. Tyson Cromie's up here on coaching duties this morning. Good to see the under-13s getting plenty of support across the green. Jacob Cartwright looks to be on a wide line here. It might be down more to speed. Just overplayed it. So Bailey is probably, well, he's been down on the opening 2 ends, and has a chance here where they're probably just holding on to one. The orange bowl of Brock Keenan's left of the centre line, so a chance to maybe add a couple in here. How many times have we seen this end? This might stick around. No, it goes late. Sort of all just pinch their line slightly on this backhand. I reckon Jacob Cartwright actually picked it okay, just missed the speed. This is underneath again. Some navigating to do. Just the overcorrection. Plenty of noise and support for Bailey from Sam and Brock to make this one count. They've got a bit of room. Asking for it to drift. Adjustments is out. Harry Coleman's going to put the measure on it to make sure. Yep, it is 1 to the orange bowl of Brock Keenan. So Team Randall on the board. It's a 4-1 lead to Jacob Cartwright's trio through 3 ends of this Open Triples final. If you're just tuning in and haven't seen what's lined up for throughout the day, the Open Triples final this morning and the Under-13 singles quarterfinals alongside that. Later on, kicking off around 11:30. We'll be live streaming the mixed pairs final between Maya Reeves, who's teaming up with Kobe Cromie. They're taking on Addie Ryan and Harry Coleman, who we've got in this game now. Alongside that will be the girls' pairs final. For any finals that do clash, we'll try and stick around and move the cameras over. Stagger the start time slightly so we can try and catch a little bit of all the finals throughout the day. We'll have a lunch break after that. Boys singles final kicking off around 2 o'clock. Kobe Cromie taking on Josh Lazinski. Kobe looking for his 3rd under-18 singles title. So a pretty fair achievement. The under-13 singles final will be alongside that, as well as the girls singles. They're up to the semi-finals. Addie Ryan up against Marley Malcolm, and the other semi-finals, Gracie Ritalik against Carla Lazinski. We'll be live streaming the final of that as the final live stream of the day. So 4 live streams. A busy Thursday here at Club Sunbury. Both leads. Andy Speech getting caught a little wide. Missed the opening bowl from Sammy Nemeth. He might have played the forehand with the opener and been under. Morning to you, Charlie Boswood, Vicky Nemeth tuning in as well. Bev Butt tuning in from Lock South in Gippsland. Sammy Nemeth pretty happy with his work. Why wouldn't he be? Front noser and then number 4. That might be a final ball offence for Bailey Randall. He should know better than that. Make sure it doesn't happen again. Planting himself right in the way of the camera. It's a pretty good shot by Brockett. Almost sticks around for second. Continues to build the head up nicely. Sort of a tricky one here. Looking to try and just get past the jack. If being in for a second is very helpful. At the same time, don't want to find the shape of the head up. Carol Stevens, much rather watch and listen to the bowls around the talk. I'll put myself on mute and walk away for a bit then. All right, apologies to Carol, but we're back here. Caroline, rather. Tell you what, Carolite just done a pretty good job of trying to turn the ball over the jack. It's half foot and runs away, and it'll be a 3 to Team Randall. And we are back at all square 4-all after 4 ends of the Open Triples final. Worked by Sammy NEMETH, able to make the correction with his lead bowl. Apologies to Carol, but we're back here. Just see here, Caroline, rather. Actually, anything on that shelf. Look at it rip late. Tell you what, through the gap. Comes the shot. Oh, pretty. Wrinkles its way through. A little bit unlucky. As we said, 4 apiece after 4. Am I commentating on my own today, Lucas? Well, I am this morning. Well, there's a few more familiar faces just starting to arrive, so sure we'll get some guest commentators throughout the morning. Plenty of support for both teams. John McKenzie, where's your Wangyu shirt? Jabba referring to Jacob Cartwright, of course. Primary club is 1U. He actually rocked up this morning in a Tweed Heads Osprey shirt. I said, get that off. He had a Deer Park one ready to go, so all their team wearing the Deer Park gear. Better open up from Addy Ryan on N5. Again, we haven't quite worked it out. I should have told them on the way through that we won't roll the jack into the sunlight. Getting a little bit tricky to pick up. It's only just missing the speed. How good is it? Kaz continues to get better every year that I've seen anyway. Some of the games we've had quite a few extra rounds in some of the knockout rounds in the last few days in the team events. In a row coming this way where they haven't quite found it. Some similar pace going in both directions. Matt and Jack positions have been different, but nothing too similar in terms of actual length of the end. They've all been caught into this little trap. All these bowls, apart from the lead bowl of Addy Ryan, which is up near the jack. Probably a metre or so short, and this might be into the pack as well, so not make it any easier if you are down. And I hate to say it, but if the jack's a metre further from where we are, it's probably one of the best ends of the tournament. Easy to do. Maybe it feels like a bit of a shorter length end with the mat all the way at the top of the line. That's the only thing I can think of. The pack has weight to promote their lead bowl, so definitely only one. Sort of one of those ends where the team was able to find it. They might have been vulnerable to dropping a number. It doesn't look like that'll be the case, although back Jacob Cartwright's been pretty good on the forehand in this direction early in the game. His last attempt going the other way was pretty unlucky in the end. It's a good attempt, absolutely nailed the track. And don't know if it's pulled up in time, but Keenan having a close look at it. Only one. He's not going to try and chip the bowl out clean on the backhand, is he? Nope. Potentially another option. Back himself to try and draw this one off. Looks to be on a nicer line. Always asking it to turn. It's a good attempt. Actually gets half a roll out of the back one of Jacob Cartwright's, in case there was any doubt about it. Definitely only one. On here, Jacob Cartwright. Has he corrected the weight? If he has, he's all good. Crashes, bit of a strange old end. After Eddie Ryan was able to find it. That's all there was to it, and ends up in just a single. So they pick up themselves a 1 and leave 5-4. After the opening 5 ends, and already a third of the way through this open triples fun. We're actually just having a little bit of a team talk here halfway up to see what they're going to do with the mats. Just having a look through the honour boards for this event. There's already a Cartwright name on the honour board in 2022 for this one. Olivia was teamed up with Jacob Ryan and Cam Keenan in a composite team to win it that year. Nobody else on the rink yet to have their name on the triples title. And that all the way back here. And this is an attempt to play pretty much maximum length. So it's pretty fair jack roll as well. We'll see how it works out for them. A few of those interested in a few of the under 13 singles games that can't be here this morning to watch. We'll give you a few scores from across the green. Arazokai from Altona Sports has regained the lead against Randall, 10 shots to 7. These games are all 21 up. Herbie Clark from Ocean Grove, 11-6 up over Kayla Jackson from Micaiah. Ash Busby, 19. Charlie Anderton, 9. And Tom Baldwin leading Ollie McKines, 14 shots to 7. That's on the adjoining rink. You can see there at the corner of your screen. Crowd continuing to build here at Club Sunbury on what is finals day, our last day of under 18 state championships for 2025. Running with a pretty decent correction here. First time there's been a real change in the length of the end in the game. No chance here for Harry Coleman to nail the shot and plays it nicely. Work here for Brock Keenan to do. And thereabouts in the early stages. Good wait here. He might hang on in time to nearly get second. It was really good. Harry Coleman throws another one in, and Keenan, I just don't know if he's got the same weight. He's played it pretty well. Bailey Randall would sort of given up on it almost halfway down. I tell you what, just turn the shot bowl off the jack. Might still be down, but gives Bailey a much better look at it. So basically the reaction that he might have dropped the pace. That's a really, really good shot. Jakey Cartwright though, yep. First look at things here. Holding a nice one. Played pretty positive. Jack down the line is not a bad result. They've got a heap past. Really wide line here. They are half interested here. Just needs the right connection. Oh, that's nicely played. Perfect weight. Sit the shot ball out a couple rolls, and yes, holding a couple. Any jack movement is all in the favour of Team Cartwright. Giving it some hope. Just not getting back. The weight was good to move the jack. And half an opportunity goes missing. Bit of a visitor across the ring 6. Joshua Thornton is in the building this morning. He's got lost on the way to the commentary desk though. A chance for Bales to play a similar shot. And a third. Hold on and tackle will be enough. Oh yes, it is enough. Rollman concedes the 3, I believe. Yep. There are plenty of 3s in this game early on, and for the first time, Bailey Randall's crew take the lead. 7 shots to 5. 6 of the 15 ends have been completed. Jacob Cartwright's team went the ditch to ditch. They were holding a pretty good one until Keenan was able to change the shape of it. And Bailey Randall with a nice conversion and backs it up with a good draw shot to get them going. Bailey says we'll give away with that length and try something a little bit shorter. Our first semi-finalist in the under-13 singles. Ash Busby has gone through 21 shots to 9 over Charlie Anderton. Ash will play the winner of Tom Baldwin and Ollie McInnes. Tom currently leading 15 shots to 7. I haven't seen a few of these under 13s before. Maybe the comments can help us out. Ollie McInnes doesn't look older than 9 or 10 and has got 2 of his 3 bowls. Throw a cloth over them. That is awesome. Aaron has been doing this sort of stuff most of the week. Just to miss the jack and hits the bowl in behind to make 2 after Sammy Nemeth had corrected pretty well. Now holds 2 and no target here either. Keenan far away, really good speed. Harry Coleman, no mistake, makes that look really easy, throws another wind in, and it looked like it was going to create a little bit of a shelf, but falls down at the end. Nicely played. Talking about nicely played. Block Keenan getting all the way down. God, he couldn't have played that much better. No real danger here. Trying to add another shot in. They are holding a really good three. He's missed the speed here. The crossover. Team Cartwright holding it a good three. It still feels like there's a nice shot for Bailey Randall on the forehand to sit the Harry Coleman bowl out to the left, which is a bowl and a half past Jack High. Can still be positive enough to it. Alright, Harry getting Jacob to get over on the backhand here. Going to draw a forehand and give something else for Bailey to work off. So he does happen to slice the Jack out to the side. They could be vulnerable to 1 or 2 light. They couldn't have played this a whole lot better. Nearly in. I don't think I've mentioned that dead ends are respotted on the 6-foot mark here. Bailey Randall large on the backhand. What a shot. Well, there's plenty of movement behind the rink. I'd say that when the microphone's there, but that's all right. It's a good hit. It's a really good hit. Randall large on the backhand. What a shot. I don't think it's worked out that well. There's plenty of the rink. Still be 2 the way of Team Cartwright. We'll see if we can get the camera shot of the Jack that's been moved down to the tee. Even on the 45 will be enough to see what's happening. Well, in all of that, Jacob Cartwright's missed the front, and that'll be enough for 3 shots. So, a good hit. It didn't quite work out for them. They had the best 2 on the tee. I have to go back and watch that on the replay after the game because all of a sudden those 2 bowls were gone. And Jacob Cartwright had a paddock to have a 13, made no mistake, so they retake the lead. 8 shots to 7, 7 ends played. Approaching the halfway mark. Bit of around the grounds. We've got ourselves an around the ground sponsor at State Champions Week. We might have to work on one throughout the day here at Under 18 State Championships. Just having a look across the greens, as we mentioned, Ash Busby already through to the semi-final. Played later on this morning. Rink next door. The score is currently 15-8. Now Tom Baldwin is leading. Ollie McInnes having a measure here on the end of that one. You can see just out the corner of your screen. Over on the far rink. And Ara Zogheim leading still. It's 11 shots to 9 over Landon Randall. And Tyson Cromie coach and scoreboard assistant for us. Turns the scoreboard over in the favour of Kayla Jackson, who is trailing against Herbie Clark. 13 shots to 7, 21 up. Alright, so they tried pit to pit. Well, it worked for half the end, but they end up dropping a 3. So they try something else once more. They've gone not all the way back, but Jack, as you can see, just short of where the top of the line is. And 24.5. The minimum is sort of 2 lines across in front up where you can see that first tee. Correction. Sammy Nemeth falls directly in behind the Jack. It's just about middle. It's not resting on it. See if Harry Coleman can spin it out in the Jack so we can see where the Jack is. There it was. What a shot that is. Changes the shape of the head nicely in that. Bowl now is locked in. They might have a nice shot on. Keenan doesn't change anything. He's not far away. Crashing. Sammy NEMETH sort of 2 feet short. Chance Barry to play this positive as well on the back end. Pop the red and blue XG out of the head. This will turn back nicely if their last bowl was any indication to go off. Yep. Skip's not afraid to get their players changing hands if the shape of the head changes. Bit of a trot here, Keenan, he doesn't mind it. All right. Well, this game just started to heat up a notch. Keenan it all the way down his forehand. Sits the bowl out clean through the gap. No movement on anything. It might have made a couple. Fair shots by all here on end number 8. See if the skips can follow. All of a sudden, Jakey with a little bit of work to do. Just to be in the area and get a good result here. A few shelves to work with. Just never wait. Very confident call from Brock. Like it. Forehand positive. If it doesn't get back to Harry Coleman's bowl, it's somewhere in behind. Not the worst attempt. What's he done? Bailey Randall. What a shot. It's all the way back down and falls in behind. Confirmed as 3. Well, if it hasn't been 1s, it's been 3s in this game. This is caught wide and just about out of nowhere. Bailey Randall with a chance to play the same bowl and add a 4th shot in. Plenty of noise, plenty of support for the under 13 singles quarterfinals that are happening this morning. Plenty of support for both on the live stream and in venue for this game as well. As Bailey Randall, it's just overplayed. It's a good effort. And yep, the 3's conceded. That's how we've done it so far in the game. No surprise, another 3. This time the way of Team Randall. They regain the lead. We're chopping and changing. And who is leading in this game? 10 shots to 8. 8 ends played for 15 required to get a result. Said we've seen a number of times already this week. Games go to an extra end. If it is all tied after 15, it'll be the determining factor as to who takes home the Under 18 Open Triples Trophy for 2025. Sammy NEMETH looking for a bit of a daily double action on end number 9. Yeah, it's really the bowls. 1 on, 1 behind. Only just, but it is behind. Oh, he's played pretty good Rockhampton so far in this game. He half disappointed with that. It was a nice shot on to really get to it first and trail Jack down line, round the corner. Well, a little bit of momentum potentially starting to swing the way of Team Randall. Especially if Rockhampton can just add the extra 2 feet he needs to change the shape of this. Tell you what, you get the good result. He gets half a roll out of the shot bowl. A little bit unlucky not to cover up the jack in the end. Crashes and falls back. It's definitely not in the way, but probably doesn't look any better from the mat for Jacob. Bailey get first crack at this. Now holding 2. Drawing the shot. If you can move the jack or cover it up, that would be an absolute bonus. He's done well not to be holding any more than 2 after that. Does take away. It's pretty stiff to find it, but it does leave a little gap on the left-hand side of where the jack is now. Reduces the target ever so slightly. Well, there were plenty of angles off the front. That was one of them. It's all the way up for shot. Doesn't touch the jack though. Still a chance if Bailey wants to be aggressive to this, he can. Or he can play the nice shot of trying to sit the bowl, trail the jack. Just 2 feet or so. Searching. Got to be close. Plenty of angles off the front to work with if it gets up there in time. Well, that's not a good result. Flicks the jack the other way, and Team Cartwright still holding on to 1. His last bowl of the end. A free hit. Too much danger unless he was to really overplay it and slice the jack, but as long as he's got good weight here, he'll be okay. Played the right line and no change, so they pick up 1, back to 10-9 after 9's game, just starting to heat up a little more. It hasn't been more than probably the 4 shots in it at the very start of the game where Team Cartwright picked up a 3 and a 1 to lead 4-0. That lead had disappeared by head number 4. Alright, we've got some live scoring up and going now for these under 13 games. These quarterfinals, the 3 of the quarterfinals that are still in play, so for those that are up to speed with the results portal and the Bowls Now app side of things, you jump into the live section and we'll continue to have them live scored all the way until the completion of those games. And Ryan holds on, middles the jack, and really handy opener there. Trying this ditch to ditch again. I don't think it was far off working last time. They had a good setup. They had everything past the jack despite dropping. What was it? I think they dropped a 3 in the end. Didn't really play a bad end. Enough chance here for Addy Ryan to double up. just missing out. Sammy Nemeth looking to correct. Plenty of support for both. Jenny Warren saying, come on, Cartwright, go the Devils. Karen Wright supporting Team Randall. Kylie Williams as well tuning in. Cartwright on 2 after both the lead bowls so far. Harry Coleman does enough for 3. Keenan saved them last time, or significantly improved the shape of the head, and he's done it again. 3 down, never mind that. Just come down and sit the shot bowl out for 1. Collins just overplayed it looking to sit the shot bowl and has dribbled all the way into the ditch, so they lose that bowl. He's either just up on the bank. Asking if Jarry, even if it misses the front, was okay. It crashes the pack, so they're holding 1 here, Team Randall, thanks to the needed first bowl from Brock Keenan. Jacob Carter on the team's having a good look at this as to whether there's any angles to work with up the front. Potentially is. They're sort of a little bit far away from where the jack and the shot bowl is, so he might just try and stick with the positive draw. Up backhand. They are interested in this. Bailey Randall knew, he thought he was quick, the line was all okay. Huge effort, loved the pace, gave it every chance. The shot bowl out, and Bailey Randall still last bowl of the end there. Holding 1, 2 feet or so to draw another. Pick the good track again. Take the speed off. More interested this time. Yep. That'll be 2. The first time of the game as well. Double high 5 if you don't mind. Was liking that one, and 10 of the 15 ends have been played now, and just get a small break. Sam Nemeth, Keenan and Bailey Randall, 12 shots to 9. It's been a good little tactical battle as well. We haven't just seen the same length of end thrown time after time. It's changed just about end on end. It's been good to watch. This is the shortest end we would have played in the game so far. And Matt and Jack both at the top of the line. No questions asked, just straight into it. Wouldn't be far off the 21. Sammy NEMETH liking the short ends, as Bailey Randall said. Handy start. At 2 feet, so in behind, right on the line. Goes after some scores in the under-13 singles there. Now being live scored through the results portal, so if you're after a certain score or tuning in from afar, jump on and check things out. Handy openers from Sammy Addy. She hasn't quite found it as well as she has been playing. Mind you, the standard she set for herself is very, very high throughout the week. Sloshes the jack on the way through. Keenan continues to probably be on top in the seconds battle here. She's played well. As I say that, the old commentator's curse, Harry Coleman just comes down the forehand and sure shot with what relative ease. He's there to be sat out. Keenan's given it every chance here. What's he doing? Doesn't want the gap. Doesn't get the gap, gets the bowl first and falls in behind for one. Just back the weight off. Probably could have almost afforded to play the same, if not more. Still, it gives them definitely at least 1 second. The front bowl might be third shot. So the next few, Bailey Randall needs to get to this first. He does. He gets a little touch of the J. Quite see it. It's almost locked into the shot bowl of Brock Cannons now. Really nicely played. Right, is there a chance now? Because the front bowl of Harry Coleman's is no longer third. It might be closer to 5th or maybe even 6th shot. There might be a chance to get Harry's bowl at Jack Hyde to get moving out of the head. You can see there it's a really good angle of it. He play forehand looking for more Jack movement. That's a tricky shot. Or they're looking at something maybe even underneath on the backhand to get the bowl moving. Probably play the same on the forehand as well. Well, they're smarter than all of me. Here I am forgetting it's respot. There are quite a few down on the spot, so he's forced Jacob to play the trickier of the two. One down the head, one down to the tee. Somehow the jack can get all the way through that gap there. Team Cartwright are holding 2 or 3. Going to be a tough shot, and the result would have to go their way. No change, they pick up another end, and that'll be a game high lead now to Team Randall. 13 shots to 9 through 11 ends played. Just 4 ends to go. They get a little bit of a roll now. They've won 3 of the last 4 ends. The end that they lost, they just dropped a 1. Sticking with this shorter length, not quite as extreme as what we saw last end. Pretty handy open up far away. Really nailed the line. And Ryan goes, try out the jack first on the back end. Changes up really good. Goes after any scores, still in the quarterfinals. There's a few pretty decent game of bowls going on. Landon Randell leading 15-13. Herbie Clark leading Caleb Jackson 14-12. And Tom Baldwin leading 17-13. All just a couple shots in those games in the race to 21 for a spot in the semi-finals later on this morning. If you're just joining us, that's for the under-13 singles. The second time this event's been part of the under-18 state championships. Really good lead. He almost got a little slide off the front as well, but stops in time for 2. Cartwright can just jump out of the way. We can see what's going on. It's underneath on the forehand side. Keenan can get any sort of turn out of his own on the forehand on the way in works. He's going to half chase it down. He gave it away. He knows better than us. It was just a fraction shy, but, well, it's run all the way and then back flopped in for the shot. So they now hold 2. Gary Coleman changing hands, looking to draw the shot. Trying hard. How far is it turning late? And falls in. Is it enough for 1? Looking for any turn out of the oranges or sitting the shot bowl. Doesn't do any of that, but gets them another one thereabouts. The head doesn't change. I wonder if he'll play the same or he might just rip the bowl out. I thought they might have been a little bit more aggressive at some times during the game. See Bailey Randall with a big drive earlier on that didn't quite work out. Jackie unable to throw another one in the head, so it's all happening now for Team Randall at the head, even though they might be down. They're Trailer Jack, turn the orange, turn the shot bowl out. There's maybe 4 or 5 things that can work in their favour. Some hope. I don't know if it's got enough weight. Well, it does. Enough to turn the orange through of Brock Cannons for 1. Jacob Cartwright down again here. Can't afford to overplay this and turn their own out the head. I think the weight's okay for it. Harry Coleman asking for it to hurry back. How's this for a shot? Yep. So they needed that. Was a bit of an understatement. It was all Team Randall up until that point. Keeps them within 3 shots and 3 to play. Big time bowl by Jacob Cartwright. All right, 10-13, 3 to play. It's going to be a pretty close contest on paper, and it is delivered so far. 3 the diff. Going back, they've tried this a few times. It's ditch to ditch length. Clear pattern in the game. Team Cartwright need to play the longer ends, and Sammy NEMETH pretty happy to play a shorter length and dominate from there. Handy openers. Shot from Harry Coleman, and Barry Randall's got Brock Keenan playing pretty aggressive early on. Needs to hold on now. weight that Bailey's sort of after Brock to play, whether he wants more than that, a little bit more direct. Hard shots to play them, yard-ons, was probably a little bit more than that. They've got a 3-shot lead. Does he get Brock to go searching again, or does he get Brock to draw him one? He's been drawing pretty well. 4 down. He's going again. He's got back to the draw here. Needs to hurry. To be fair, he's done pretty well in all that, Brock. That's a fair correction. He's managed to get 3rd shot and leave Bailey with a little bit of a target still to play to. Aside from getting the shot, that's just about as good as he could have gone. Back of the rink, it's all pretty 50-50. If anyone gets the jack, Bailey's going to be the one playing a more aggressive shot. Needs to go with it. Just missing out for speed in the end. Doesn't really change a whole lot. They've obviously only got one thereabouts. Bales likes playing a bit more aggressive. Rocky just likes the arriving, trying to sit the bowl, land the jack. Should get a couple metres. See what they come up with here. Definitely a more aggressive sort of shot. Some hope here. Oh, doesn't want to take the orange out now. Don't think there's any change. Still might be just the 2. It is. Confirmed by Neil Coker, who's on paddling duties. One of our many ITOs here for finals day. Wow, it's the last one in for a 3rd. Close to it, I think. The position that their bowl is, the last of Bailey Randall's, is in a position where you're not taking that out of the head if you're anywhere near the target zone. Got Sammy's lead bowl all the way back through on the very far right. Changing hands. But similar shot, just on the different hand this time. Needs a jack now. Did enough. Just did enough to hold on to the jack. Follows it all the way through. Follows it all the way through for 1. Both skibs coming up with big conversions on ends. 12 and 13, and just like that, we are up and back in this triples final. Bailey Randall's trio establish their 4-shot lead once again. 4 up, 2 to play, in control of the mat, no surprise. Back to this shorter length once more. Really good correction from NEMETH. Primarily played forehand round the clock. Stuck on this side of the green, closer to where we're set up in commentary this morning. Played some pretty handy bowls throughout the game. So is this man. He's been impressive. KEENAN. He's just drifting on past here. In a situation where you're 4 up in a 2-bowl game of triples, it's not a terrible home for your first, especially when playing respot. Turning all the way back down in time for Jack, and follows all the way through and behind it. He's got to try and follow that down now. Yep. Good call. Can see the bowl for nearly 3 now. Always a chance of a number in this format. We've seen plenty of 3s throughout the game, nothing more than that. Huge effort. Huge effort. Alright, Harry's last one doesn't change anything. It's still 1. And Baby Randall, it's almost a good guide. He's probably just around that. Should be getting back with the right speed to sit the shot bowl through. Second last end of the Open Triples final. Baby Randall searching hard here. He's done it again. All the way back and stays in, sitting right next to that last bowl of KEENAN, where she's played the good weight and came to a home where if the jack splashed like that, surging hard here. He's done it again. Played nice weight all the way back. Chance there and trails all the way through for 1. Jakey has the chance still to draw this one off. There is still room. They might have the next 1 or 2 after that still as well. Even if it misses the front, we'll give them a couple seconds. So they've got 1 down. They're the next, at least the next 2. So as good as Bailey's first bowl was, this one's almost just as important to make sure this is in the count for a second. It is quick. Harry's just, I thought Jakey was going to jump on the mat and draw that straight away. Harry realising there might be something more on. One down, 4 down, last end after this, so need to score, can't be 5 down going into the last end, needing at least a 5. Draw for 1. Far off with the last. At high line, they'll go close. Not easy, these draw shots where the jack's just in bounds under the dome here. Oh, it's going to be a little bit tricky further out, or go searching for the bowl and potentially make 2 or even 3. Forehand underneath, searching for the orange. How's he going? He needs to clear the front. Jakey CARTWRIGHT, I think he's got the bowl out. No, it held on. It held on. Wow, it looked like he needed to clear the front and it was all good. It didn't move in time. And Team Randall hold on to the one, and they'll have a 5-shot lead going into the last end. Have one hand on the triples title. Maximum we've seen throughout the game has been 3 shots. Is there one more little twist left? Play a short end. Favour these short ends. Have 4 of the last 5 ends. Numbers have sort of dried up in the game as well. The last 3 we saw was on end 9. 8-5, there's one of them. Starter from Maddie. So Nemet's played a solid game. Correction has been good more often than not. Got one more of a chance, but chance for Addie to throw another one in. Just give Team Randall something to think about. It looks pretty handy again. Just needs to hold on. Really good. There's 2 of them. Just about best on for mine. Kennedy just played some bowls when his teams needed them most. Change the head and give Bailey a better look. Hasn't always got the shot, but like there, cuts it back to 1 down. And Coleman not to be outdone. This will be number 1 coming in. Down onto the jack. Giving themselves a very, very small chance. The 5 they need. How far is this running? Oh, it's the same thing again. Doesn't get the shot, but just gives them another one in the head. And defending 5. Very handy. How's the noise? Still a couple of quarterfinals going on in the under-13 singles. Tom Baldwin has won through 21-17 over Ollie McInnes. He'll play Ash Busby in the semi-final later this morning. It's a good shot. It's another one thereabouts. Not sure it's making it anything easier to make a 5. Short gets a little straighten up. Just gives him another one thereabouts. How are we making 5 here? So we're going to look behind the head. Oh, there's a look at it. At some point the jack needs to be moving, or they need to somehow land the back orange of Brock's out. Going forehand. You can see the idea, trying to get both of bowls moving up the front first. Playing that first means they lose that bowl. And then whatever Jacob Cartwright does, last bowl has to hang around and be in for 5. 5 down last hand. They are holding 1, maybe 2. The Orange Bowls of Brock Keenan are the issue here. They're just in spots, which makes it very, very tricky. Now, at some point the jack has to move, and the orange bowl behind the jack also has to move. Don't know if anyone at home tuning in has any ideas. I can't provide any real insight as to how they're making 5 out of this. So the kill's not an option because it's a respot. It's not a bad option. Maybe they can potentially get the shot bowl moving through one of the front bowls. Through the orange, it seems unlikely that something would... None of the oranges would actually hang around though. Harry Coleman just sarcastically talking to a few of the guys watching on the side, trying to nominate the kill. Not an option. Large hit. Well, tell you what. Gave it a good effort. Not to be. Jack was killed. It'll go back on the respot. And I reckon Team Randall held one on the respot as well. The first title has been decided at Under 18 State Champions Week for 2025. It's the Open Triples final. And it goes the way to Sam Nemeth, Brock Keenan and Bailey Randall. They win it 16 shots to 10, gaining momentum in the late third of that game. Congratulations to them. Trophy presentation will be here at the club shortly after. Plenty more streams coming your way though. Up next, it's the mixed pairs final between Maya Reeves, Kobe Cromie teaming up to take on Addie Ryan and Harry Coleman. That one will be online around 11:15. We'll see you back there. Under 18 State Champs Week here at Club Sunbury.